Hello Internet, my name is Vic, and welcome to XY Chronicles. It's been a while since I've done a testosterone update, so I figured I would knock one out. As of March 26th, 2021, I will have been on testosterone for 2 years and 5 months. I never thought I would get here, to be honest. I want to go ahead and get into the physical changes of testosterone, and I always like to leave more room for the mental changes and talking about my perspective and my mindset, so let's go, head to toe. So as far as hairline, nothing has changed. This is going to be an extensive, exclusive update, so I'll be hitting every point. I want to include everything that may happen with someone during their transition with testosterone. My eyebrows have reached a maximum thickness, I think. I don't know. I still find new hair in all kinds of places, and I'll get to that as I move down. Facial hair, as you can see, my body is finally producing facial hair. It's been 2 years, and I just now have enough to at least look like a beard on camera. I still have this bald spot here, but if I let this grow and fill in and don't trim as much, it's not as noticeable. I've been using this beard oil. You rub it into your beard, and it's got mint and tea tree in it. It also has a lot of things that are good for hair growth and like healthy and keeps it soft and conditioned basically. My mustache is actually starting to come in a little bit darker because of it. I have had a lot more oily skin or oil in my skin, and I've had a lot more breakouts on my face. So now I've been using, it's a Cerdo charcoal. It's either a face scrub, or you can use it as a mask and let it sit and then scrub it off in the bathroom. I also have had to start using a Neutrogena acne body wash for my shoulders. I'm starting to get a lot more shoulder acne now. It's getting in my tattoos because I have some tattoos up here, so it's getting in there and it's starting to break out up there and in my back. It's from my binder as well. My binder is, I had to get a large because my shoulders, and it compresses just as well. I've been getting a lot of shoulder hair and back hair on my chest, still sort of deflated on the chest. I have hair all over my chest connecting to my happy trail all over my stomach. I have hair on my upper thighs that connect at my knees all the way down. My leg hair is super thick. It's getting on the top of my feet and on my toes. I'm just getting very hairy, and I'm starting to sweat a lot more everywhere because there's hair everywhere, so I'm starting to notice a lot more of the sweat. As far as fat, there hasn't been any fat redistributing. I've just been gaining where I got fat. There's one of my very weird dogs. His name is Bailey, and he has anxiety. So, hey, you're on camera, man. How does that feel? It's fine. Fat is not redistributing. I'm just gaining weight where it redistributed to within the first year. So stomach, along my hips, I'm gaining fat instead of like it just... I don't really have hip dysphoria because of that, because I'm getting a lot of fat around my hips. I'm not shaped anything like I was. And muscle, I've been just building muscle all in my arms and around my shoulders. There's just a lot more prominence there. I have a lot more muscles in my hands now, and like my hands have definitely gotten wider and connected at my wrists more. Bottom growth is still a thing. I'm still continuing to grow there. So now we're going to get into mental. I no longer get sad. I get mad instead of sad. I've noticed that. If I'm frustrated with something and upset, it's not as much like a sad, like, ugh, damn, I wish it wasn't like this. It's more of a, like, I need to do something now. And there's, like, this sense of urgency that, like, just hits me out of nowhere. It's just way too much. I'm trying to learn how to curb that and to maintain that. It's a lot of it's not new emotions. It's emotions that didn't used to arise for certain things. I'm less sensitive. I try to be a very peaceful person. It's the Libra in me. But let's say someone was trying to hurt my feelings. It takes a lot more now, and I'm able to just kind of brush off a lot more now, which is so great because I do still overthink about certain things. I do still get wrapped up in things and just start overthinking them and beat myself up. I'm not saying that I've conquered that yet, but I am saying that there are a lot less things that make me like that. When I react to something, I react completely differently than I would have pre-T or even a year ago on T. A lot of things contribute to our mood. And when someone is trans, a lot of people want to pinpoint those things as just being hormones. No, it's really not. A year ago, I was on testosterone and everything physically was changing the way I wanted it to, sure. But a year ago, not a year ago, it's been more than a year. It's been, I mean, like I said, I'm almost 2.5 months. So it's been almost a year and a half ago. I was not in a great mental space. I just wasn't. There were a lot of things that were going on in my personal life. Take away the gender, take away all that. Just as a person, put yourself in those shoes. If you're just a person who is dating someone who is making these life decisions that are affecting not only them, but everyone around them, and everything that they have is gone. And because you're with that person, everything they have is gone, so everything you had is gone. I had just blindly accepted everything that relationship had. I was so wrapped up in it, and I had this savior complex where I thought I could save that person. That had nothing to do with my transition. At that time, I was just in such a low point that my mental was really, really bad. But I was still too early on in my transition medically to have that mental change. And I know for everyone, it probably comes at a different point in their life. And you have to keep in mind my age too. But there's a lot of things that I did not pay attention to. There were a lot of red flags that I just ignored because I was colorblind to those things. I had my rose-colored glasses on because I thought I was happy in a relationship that I was drowning in. So a lot of my mentality has changed because of my environment has been different and better now. But also because I've been regularly taking my shot too. And a lot of my physical changes have progressed that way as well. And I wasn't regularly taking my shot because my mentality was low. There's a lot of things you have to take care of with your body as far as mentality and physically too. Just add being trans on top of that. It's a lot. It's been good. And I've been maintaining my transition pretty well. And I've continued to have access to hormones and continue to have access to my doctor. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I've been able to continue my transition with the craziness of the world right now. And with the shit that I went through, I'm surprised I'm still here, but I'm glad I'm still here. It's worth it to fight, and it's worth it to stick through it, because you'll make it. I did. And if I can do it, you can do it. Have a good one.